This is Kieran Gibbons in the Llanvi Valley Boxing Club. I'm joined by one of the fighters here, so can you just tell the viewers your name and where you're from and how long you've been boxing for?
My name is Morgan Hopkins. I'm from Croeseru and I've been boxing for about 4 years now, I think.
Okay, so can you just tell us how you first became involved in the sport?
Well, sorry?
Can you just tell us how you first became involved in boxing?
To be honest, I can't even really remember. I was quite overweight when I was younger, and I remember joining one day just for a bit of fitness. I went up to Dan Chapman's gym in my stag, and that's where I started to get a bit of enjoyment for the sport, really, and it just kind of went from there.
So what was it about boxing that you liked? Because a lot of young kids, they go to the boxing gym for the first time and they just find it so tough and so difficult they don't stick at it. So you were probably one of the exceptions that went back a second time?
It's kind of the technical side of it I quite like. It's when you're in it, you've got to think, do you know what I mean? It's quite, it's not as brutal a sport as you'd think, you know? It's a thinking man's sport, really. It keeps you on the right path as well, really. Do you know what I mean? You know, gives you a discipline, keeps you in shape. It's overall something good to get into, really.
So based on your answer there, I presume you consider yourself a boxer rather than a puncher?
Well, I'd like to think so, yeah, but for the most part, anyway.
So tell us about your boxing experience and how many fights you've had, I mean, what you've won, that type of thing.
I think I'm on my 20th fight now. I've just turned over onto senior now, so obviously it's a lot different. No head guards, longer rounds as well. Yeah, most of my fights really have been this past year, so it's been a busy year. But it's hopefully a busier year again now. Get another 20 fights in the bag.
So did you win any vests or did you compete in any championships as a junior and a schoolboy?
I've not been in the championships yet. This is going to be my first Welsh Championships now, hopefully in April.
Okay, and who were the main rivals in your weight division? Do you know? Any idea?
Well, I've come down now to 57 kilos. That's obviously senior. I'm not sure of many of the names. I know there's, in Wales, I think Owen Harris. I think he's obviously the best of the weight, but apart from him, really, I'm not too sure.
Okay, you trained here in the Llanvi Valley Boxing Club. I mean, what's it like training with all these guys? It seems a really good atmosphere. It's an absolutely packed gym tonight. You've got some really good coaches here as well.
It's a good atmosphere, yes. It's a good team to be a part of. You know, we've got a lot of different classes. We've obviously got the BKB boys, the amateur. It's quite a diverse gym, really. It's good, especially for sparring as well. You get used to all these different styles as well. It's good.
And have you a certain boxer you try and base your style on?
Obviously, there's a lot of different people. Obviously, I like to watch a bit of Lomachenko, Canelo. Obviously, Dan Chapman as well. Obviously, he's got his slipping and moving style.
Did you spar with Dan when you were training with him?
Not really. No, I was still quite new to boxing back then. It's probably for the best not. No.
And what's your ambitions in boxing going forward? Obviously, you got the Welsh Championships in April, you said. Looking beyond that?
Well, obviously, looking beyond that, hopefully the plan is one day to turn pro and see where that takes me, really.
Okay, mate. Thanks for talking to you today, and good luck in the Championships in April, and I'll be following your career.